What's up, guys? It's your boy Zowoki back out with another scary, terrifying, and creepy video from Mind Junkie. We're about to watch one of his scariest videos recent videos he's posted of the 10 scary videos accidentally caught on camera. So grab a chair, grab some popcorn, your extra pair of pants. It is spooky time. If you guys are new to my channel, if you guys are returning and have not subscribed yet, make sure you guys consider subscribing because it is free to do, it's easy to do, and all you have to do is hit that white bar icon that says subscribe and then hit the bell icon next to it. So when I do post videos like this one, you guys will get that little ring notification that I've posted that video, and then you guys can watch, comment, like, and share. And again, thank you so very much for the love and support that you guys continuously show on my channel. I can't thank you enough. And keep on doing what you guys are doing because hopefully one day we will hit 100K. Go over to Mind Junkie. If you don't want to watch with me, I completely understand. Some people can't watch with a reactionist, a commentary person blabbing in the background. But for those that would love to watch with me, I'm glad you're still here. But go over to Mind Junkie. Go give him some love quick. Subscribe, comment, like, and share. And for those that want to watch with me, let's get into the video.
This grainy black and white footage was captured by a truck's onboard camera at
We can't be safe now, even when we drive.
exactly 3 a.m. on one of the most dangerous stretches of highway in the region. The previous driver, who regularly worked this shift, had been involved in a tragic accident on this very same road. This was the first time anyone had driven this route in months.
Okay, so we see the guy driving on the road. Oh!
Behind him, someone or something quickly materializes in the cab. A translucent male figure appears before it disappears like it was never there. The current driver remains completely unaware, showing no signs that he senses anything unusual. When company officials
So now you're telling me that semi-trucks are haunted?
later reviewed this footage, they made a chilling discovery. The face of the translucent figure was unmistakably that of the previous driver, the man's predecessor. He had returned to ride along on the journey he never got to finish. Creepy.
Wow. Can't be safe anywhere. Unwelcome tenant.
This footage comes from a man who thought he'd found the perfect apartment, but quickly discovered he wasn't the only one living there.
Uh-oh.
For weeks, his new home had been the source of constant horror. Strange sounds echoing through the rooms at all hours. What started as minor disturbances had escalated into something far more sinister.
What was it?
The man had been documenting these incidents, hoping to capture proof of what was happening in his apartment. But on this particular night, while trying to record content for his social media, the activity reached a terrifying new level.
Which he's home alone, by the way. Ay, ay, ay. Sounds like if anybody moves, you're gonna hear it. Ah! What would you do? Use those extra pair of pants, or would you go shut them? He's doing what 90% of us would do. Run. Oh, he went out the door. Oh, he's going out. Okay. He was running like Forrest Gump. Open up the door. Open up the door. Oh! It's a ghosty. It's a shadow weirdo. Oh, and it just ducked down. He doesn't have any family there living there. He doesn't have any pets. It is just him. And this entity.
He approaches one of the rooms where the sounds seem to be coming from, but as he enters the dark space, a drawer suddenly slides open on its own. It startles him so badly that he immediately flees the apartment, too frightened to stay inside. After leaving his apartment in fear, he looks back up at his window, and a silhouette,
a shadow
can be
weirdo,
seen against the glass, as if claiming ownership of the space he just abandoned. Eventually, he forces himself to return to his apartment, having nowhere else to go.
And this guy doesn't have, like, I've seen some of his other videos, but there's no wires, there's no fishing string, there's no cuts, there's no green screen. Like, it's all one cut. Ay, 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 ay. I think it would probably scare me if it's closed. For some reason, he's got his helmet on the floor.
These clips serve as a chilling reminder that sometimes when you move into a new place, you're not just getting a home, you might be getting an unwelcome roommate that has no plans to move out. And the fact that
But the good thing is, well, it's not really a good thing, but it doesn't pay rent and it messes with all your stuff in the house.
watched him from the window after forcing him to flee shows a level of intelligence and malice that goes beyond simple haunting. For those brave enough to continue living in such
That's probably the worst kind of roommate.
circumstances, the question becomes, how long can you share your space with something?
If it wasn't violent, I think I could live with it. If it was just like messing with my stuff, like move a pencil, move my keys, but don't like take them, I could probably live with it. But if it's gonna like throw a knife at me or like turn on my oven burners when I'm gone, yeah, that's not gonna work.
Clearly doesn't want you there.
Thanksgiving missed. Ooh, I can't wait for Thanksgiving.
These photos were shared on Reddit by user DrawRepresentative12 after a Thanksgiving dinner conversation with their grandparents took an unexpectedly chilling turn.
Uh-oh.
It was supposed to be a typical family gathering, sharing stories and catching up over dinner. But when the conversation turned to their grandparents' home security system, things got disturbing quickly.
Don't ruin Thanksgiving for me.
Pulled out his phone to show some footage from their living room camera, images that had been captured a year earlier in June 2022.
Why does the man's phone look like a cushion?
What started as innocent security footage had revealed something that left the entire family questioning what was living in their house.
What is it?
The first photo shows a normal living room scene, but
Please tell me that this guy's actually living.
Grandfather visible in frame, but standing right beside him, almost transparent, is the faint outline of a human figure. The second image zooms in on the same area.
Is it like a deceased grandchild?
Now showing the figure alone. It appears to be a young girl with long dark hair, clearly defined but somehow translucent.
It looks like her hair's in a ponytail.
But the third photo is the most disturbing.
Brace yourself!
Figure peeking from a doorway. The head appears completely black,
It looks like it's hairy.
with only the body shape visible against the shadows. What makes this particularly unsettling is that the grandfather insists he was completely alone during the first two images. When the OP shared these photos on Reddit, the response was immediate and intense. Viewers described feeling chills and unease just looking at the images. Some suggested it could be an intruder hiding in the house, but how could someone stand so close without being noticed? Others point to the figure's
Is it more like of a curiosity kind of ghost, where it's like looking for something that it wants to, or just it's or not concerned, but it's like it's curious?
Period clothing and old-fashioned shoes, suggesting something from a different era entirely. The grandparents have only lived in the house for 3 or 4 years, but the presence seems to have made itself at home long before they arrived.
The Doorway Observer.
This video was recorded by US
Air Force
medic Anderson, who goes by the TikTok handle House of Anderson. It was August the 19th, 2025, and Anderson was at home recording a casual message for his wife while she was away, the kind of sweet gesture that military couples often share when separated by duty.
At least I'll be home, and so we can prepare for Halloween. But yeah, there's that. Anyway, I just had to check the CMO real quick. So I'll be home in a sec, but I love you crazy.
I didn't see nothing.
As Anderson records his video, something begins to appear at the top of the doorframe behind him. A dark shape slowly emerges, almost like something is peering down at him from above.
It's like upside down, it's going, doo-hoo.
The entity watches him for several moments, studying his movements as he continues filming. Then Anderson hears a sound behind him.
I love you crazy. I love you crazy.
Causing him to pause and look around. By the time he turns to investigate, whatever was watching him has vanished.
I'll tell you right now, a lot of those old buildings back in like World War II era, we had some when we were at, or when I was at Fort Lewis. Some of those buildings were super creepy. They would make noise. There was a couple of them where we had to sleep in for training. And I tell you what, they got some stuff, shadows and figure. I don't know what was going on, but, or when I was at Fort McCoy in, I think it's Wisconsin, they got some World War II barracks there, and those were scary.
When Anderson sent this video to his wife, her response was unexpected. She pointed out that...
Hold on, I gotta see this upside down. I can't tell what it is, but it looks like it's half head. It's the head, or the top of its head, like right here. It's gone.
Before he heard the noise, something had been visible behind him in the doorframe. Going back through the footage, Anderson was shocked.
What if it's like E.T. and he's just trying to get home?
To see what his wife had spotted. The presence had been silently observing him during what he thought was a private moment. As a military medic, Anderson is trained to notice details and assess
He's probably on CQ right now.
Situations quickly, but whatever was watching him had managed to remain completely undetected until the camera revealed its presence.
Ba-ba-bam. The Vanishing Exorciser.
This video was recorded by TikTok user Caitlin while she and her friends were stopped at a traffic light. What started as a typical drive through the city turned into something that left them questioning reality itself.
Why is this guy doing crunches?
Leave him alone! He's just trying to get the rock hard abs in 60 days!
Where is he? Where is he? Ah! Oh no, he ran away! It's because you said that. He's gone. Wait, where
is he in the afterlife doing exercises?
did he go?
The clip shows the man clearly visible, performing his unusual roadside workout, but when the camera pans away for just a moment, then returns to the same spot, the man has completely vanished.
If I'm doing exercises when I'm in the afterlife, I'm gonna be pissed.
He's simply gone, as if he never existed. The girls' genuine shock and confusion is evident in their voices. They frantically search the area with the camera, trying to understand where he could have disappeared to, but there's no trace of him anywhere in the frame. The timing
WTF.
makes it particularly puzzling. The camera was only
For a second. There's no way.
pointed away for seconds, far too brief for
And
anyone
milliseconds.
out of view, especially considering the open area
There's no
he was
way.
in. Some viewers believe this is evidence of reality glitching, a person literally disappearing from existence. Others suggest it's skillful editing designed to create viral content, but the spontaneous reactions from the girls suggest genuine surprise at what they witnessed. However, did Caitlin capture something impossible, or is there a logical explanation for this vanishing act?
Ba-ba-bam. Attic shadow. What's worse, an attic or a basement? Comment below.
This photograph was shared on Reddit by a restaurant employee who finally captured what their staff had been encountering for over a decade. The image was taken in the attic of their workplace, a historic building with a fascinating past that spans multiple eras and purposes. Originally built as a private residence, the structure later served as a theatre before eventually being converted into the restaurant where it operates today. But with such a rich history comes stories. And for the past 10 years, employees have reported numerous paranormal encounters throughout the building, strange sounds during closing time, unexplained cold spots in certain areas, and the persistent feeling of being watched while working alone. Management had grown accustomed to these reports, but had never been able to document any evidence of the alleged activity
Until now. Good gosh. That's like a stretched out shadow figure.
The image shows the restaurant's attic storage area, filled with the usual collection of boxes and equipment, but standing among the stored items is a dark, humanoid figure. The entity appears as a solid black silhouette, clearly defined against the lighter background of the storage space. What makes this photo particularly compelling is how the figure seems to be positioned naturally in the space, almost like it belongs there. For the restaurant staff, this photograph validates years of unexplained experiences. It provides the first visual evidence that something unusual may indeed be sharing their workplace. But after seeing this mysterious shadowy figure, nobody has any idea just who it is.
I have goosebumps. And the hair is standing up.
Or why it's there.
Impossible visit.
This footage was captured by a group of construction workers in Indonesia during what should have been a peaceful rest period after hours of renovation work. The crew had been working on renovating a large building and had settled in for the night to get some sleep before continuing their project the next day. The structure they were working in was several stories high. Most of the workers had fallen asleep, exhausted from their labour, but one man remained awake. He had been hearing strange knocking sounds coming from one of the upper floor windows, persistent tapping that continued for what felt like ages. Disturbed by the unexplained noise, he decided to investigate and film whatever might be causing the disturbance.
Can I ask why all their feet are on each other? That's kind of weird. Not gonna lie.
A translucent headlight peering at the window. Now here's where it gets a bit weird. The window where this face is seen is,
let me guess, it's 7 stories high.
positioned several floors up from the ground, with no balcony or ledge outside.
Oh boy.
And directly below the window is a steep cliff drop, making it physically impossible for anyone to be standing there.
Impossible, you say?
Disturbing the worker suddenly made sense, but raised even more questions. How?
Okay, hold on. If this is up 7 floors, why do they have mopeds up there? I'm confused.
Could something be tapping on a window that no living person could possibly reach? When the workers later examined the exterior of the building, they confirmed there was no way for a person to access that window from outside. But what do you think this is? Is it something paranormal?
I don't know. You be the judge. Night shift encounter.
This next clip was uploaded by Claparis back in July 2022
Hi,
after
Claparis.
reviewing security camera recordings that revealed something unexpected in their home. Claparis worked night shifts in the office at a local factory, leaving their house empty during the late night hours when most people would be settling in for the night. For months, everything had been routine. They would leave for work around 10 PM and return home in the early morning hours to a quiet, undisturbed house. But recently, small things had been out of place when they returned. Nothing major, just subtle changes that made them wonder if someone had been inside while they were away. They decided to review their home security footage to see if anything unusual had been captured.
And? It's on the couch. Is it an orb? Usually dust doesn't move like that. Let me guess, somebody passed away on that couch.
The mobile phone recording shows Claparis filming their security monitor, reviewing footage from a previous night. A white translucent shape begins to appear in the frame.
So
whatever it is, moves slowly through the space, almost floating, rather than walking. When Claparis first saw this footage, she was torn between relief and fear. Relief that it wasn't a human intruder, but fear of what it might actually
It's fear of the unknown.
be. So, I turn the question to you. Just what is this transparent white shape floating around Claparis' room?
I don't know. The unwanted guest.
These next clips were uploaded by Melissa and Dara.
Hi,
Melissa had
Melissa.
been hearing strange noises throughout her house, unexplained sounds that seemed.
Did you recently purchase a Ouija board? Did you buy a like armoire type little box from a garage sale that was very dirt cheap and it had wax all over it? Don't buy those things.
Different rooms when no one else was supposed to be there. On this particular evening, she was home by herself when the activity escalated to a level that compelled her to grab her phone and start recording. What she captured would convince her that something invisible was sharing her living space.
Oh yeah? Let me be the judge of that.
Estoy sola en la casa y se acaba de escuchar una puerta. O sea, como si abrieran una puerta. Específicamente la de la cocina, pero no hay nadie, solo estoy yo. Estaba aquí sentada viendo la novela y haciendo otras cosas. Y aquí está la Chloe y la Sushi. Y de este lado.
Did she name her dog Sushi? That's pretty cute.
De este lado está el Coco y el Rufo, están ahí, acostados. Y la puerta de la cocina está cerrada. Esa puerta de ahí se acaba de escuchar de nuevo. Pero estoy sola. Vean, la Chloe está como pendiente porque yo no sé, ella ve fantasmas. Pero ella escucha de todo, o sea, suena algo y ella está pendiente. Se acaba de escuchar, se acaba de escuchar, se acaba de... No sé si ir. En las películas de terror suena algo y como que... Ay, no.
Was that a breath?
En las películas de terror cuando suena algo...
Sounds like somebody's going. That's what it sounds like.
Tú dices que no vayan a ver, pero obviamente tienen que ir a ver porque es su casa No sé, o sea, ahorita como que le di otro sentido. Aparte está lloviendo. Y ahorita se acabó de escuchar algo arriba y la puerta y una niña llorar al lado. Pero al lado no vive ninguna niña. Y esto yo sí les he dicho en videos, que siempre en la casa de al lado suena, o sea, se escucha como una niña reírse y llorar. Pero al lado no vive una niña. No hay niños al lado. Voy a ver lo de la cocina porque... Bueno, arriba no creo que... No, yo arriba no voy. Solo voy a ver lo de la cocina porque ahorita se escucha como... Voy a ver. Ahorita ya no se escucha nada, pero esta puerta está cerrada. Se está moviendo la puerta. Es que no hay nadie, o sea, puede ser un fantasma. Prefiero que sea un fantasma.
Does she live with her parents or does she live by herself? Spirit neutralization chop. What did it say? Karate chop. our TM.
La Chloe está hacia abajo. Arriba yo no voy porque arriba sí me da miedo. Pero la Chloe está viendo para allá. Ay, no, yo me voy a mi cuarto.
He's got 3 puppies.
Melissa begins filming while explaining that she's completely alone in the house. She describes hearing what sounds like a door opening, specifically the kitchen door, but insists there's no one else home. Her pets seem to sense something as well, particularly her dog Chloe, who appears alert and focused on areas where Melissa can't see anything. As she continues recording, more sounds can be heard, including what she describes as crying from next door, though she insists no children live in that house. Despite her fear, Melissa decides to investigate the kitchen where the sounds seem to be originating. When she approaches the kitchen door, it begins moving on its own, while Melissa confirms there are no windows open or sources of wind.
Sola, o sea, literalmente estaba totalmente sola. Arriba no había nadie, en este piso no había nadie, y abajo hay otro piso y tampoco había nadie. Y se movió la puerta de la cocina. Y lo peor es que no estaba ninguna ventana abierta, no había de algún lugar donde entre viento, nada. Y yo hice como en las películas de terror, o sea, fui a investigar porque estaba sola y es mejor ir a ver, o no sé. Y con esto les quiero contar que ayer me pasó algo porque salí al baño como a las 3 de la mañana y en el pasillo de la casa, les voy a enseñar. En este pasillo que es para salir del cuarto se ve directamente la sala, específicamente como que la ventana, esa parte de ahí. Y ayer que salí al baño, yo regresé a ver para allá porque sí da miedo y entonces yo regreso a ver. No pregunten por qué, si me da miedo regreso a ver, solo regresé a ver. Y la cosa es que había una silueta como de un señor parado en la ventana y tengo foto. O sea, esta vez sí no fui a investigar ni nada, estaban todos en mi casa.
I want to see this photo.
No fui porque literal era la silueta de un señor. Acá el otro día como que empezaron a sonar las cosas, pero acá era la silueta de alguien y no se movía para nada. Bueno, en realidad grabé esta, vean ahí.
Oh, I see it.
Silueta de algo, y si se ve como que una luz afuera es porque el farol no se apaga.
Oh, she caught something. Looks like a guy's just like standing there like, oh.
Vean, aquí le tomé captura y se ve mejor. Es una silueta de alguien ahí parado como que en la ventana. Eso sí no me acerqué a ver.
In a follow-up video, Melissa reveals an even more disturbing encounter that happened the night before. She explains that around 3 a.m, she went to the bathroom and noticed a dark silhouette standing by the window. The figure appeared to be that of a man, motionless and watching the house. This time,
3 a.m. and it's bright outside? What are we in Alaska?
Melissa was smart enough to capture a photo instead of investigating.
I doubt that.
The image she shows reveals a distinct human-shaped shadow positioned at the window. For Melissa, these experiences have become too frequent.
I don't know what to say what that is, but I would love to know your thoughts down
Too
below.
frightening to ignore. She's made the decision to never stay alone in the house again, convinced that whatever is happening is beyond her ability to handle alone. The escalating nature of these encounters suggests something is becoming increasingly bold in its presence. Whether this is a supernatural entity making itself known, or something far more dangerous stalking her property. Melissa's instinct to seek safety seems wise, but what do you think has been visiting Melissa's home? Could this be a supernatural presence testing
I love that she's like,
her boundaries, or something far more sinister lurking around her property?
Hi! Mother's message.
This
Number
video
1.
was uploaded by Sandra1818 with a heartbreaking caption that reveals the emotional context behind what she's been experiencing. Not long had passed since Sandra lost her mother.
I really don't want to even think about when my parents pass. I'm going to be a wreck.
And in that time, she'd been noticing unexplained activity throughout her
I just say 30, 40 years, I got to worry about that. So
home. The caption suggests this wasn't an isolated incident, but part of an ongoing series of mysterious occurrences. And on this particular day,
who's going to propose?
Sandra was ready with her camera when something extraordinary happened.
Or is that her mother's ring that passed?
In my house, my mom passed away.
Oh. Is that the underwear drawer? And that looks like a hefty looking stand or drawer.
I looked underneath the drawer, I looked behind it, there's nothing making it pop out. And it seems like it's when I bring up my mom that something happens. Mom? Your cat's fucking weird.
Ay, yes, me.
What strikes her the most is the timing of these occurrences. The activity seems to happen specifically when she's thinking about or mentioning her mother. In her grief, these mysterious movements have become a source of comfort. But what do you think is causing these unexplained movements in Sandra's home?
I have no
Could this
idea.
be her mother's spirit providing comfort in her time of sorrow? You tell me. Thanks so much for watching.
Well, with that being said, guys, if you enjoyed my reaction, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe by punching it in the face. Well, don't actually punch it in the face because you might wreck your screen or your phone. Just tap the subscribe button, just lightly, just like that. And then share with your friends. We will see you guys in the next video. Please take care, be safe. As always, keep nerding on, and we will see you guys in the next video. Peace.